The effort to eradicate polio is one of the world's largest public health campaigns. In 2021, fewer cases of wild polio have been reported than ever before. But vaccine-derived polio outbreaks and then the COVID-19 pandemic have added complexity to the campaign. Despite these and other challenges, Rotary and its partners adapt, innovate, and forge ahead. Dr. Hamid Jafari is with us from the World Health Organization's office in Amman, Jordan. In the first 8 months of 2021, just 2 cases of wild polio were reported, one in Pakistan and one in Afghanistan. Can you explain why the numbers are so low?
This is truly unprecedented that we are seeing this decline simultaneously in the 2 countries. Why this is happening? I think there are 3 broad factors responsible for this. One is, of course, the resumption of mass polio vaccination campaigns after the interruption due to the pandemic. Secondly, there was a resurgence of polio cases in both Pakistan and Afghanistan, starting late 2018 and through 2019 and 2020. And often we see that a period that follows an epidemic period or an outbreak period, there is induction of natural immunity by the wild polio virus that circulates. And third, we believe that the certain factors associated with the COVID pandemic might have also contributed in an important way. Most importantly, the restrictions in travel and population movement, because the virus moves with people as they are moving. So we are very excited about this window of opportunity, but we are still in the middle of the what we call high polio transmission season, these late summer months. We could still see a further increase. Also, we detect cases in the detect viruses in the environment, so we could see a resurgence. So this is the time to really press hard in making use of the opportunity that presents itself now.
The Afro region recently reached its 1-year anniversary of being certified wild polio free, 4 years after Nigeria reported its last case of wild polio.
The African region deserves a huge, massive congratulations on this amazing milestone of becoming wild polio virus free. Our current priority now is to protect Africa from the wild polio virus that is now circulating in Afghanistan and Pakistan, and also for Africa to stop the multiple outbreaks of circulating vaccine-derived polio virus.
I know the GPEI just launched its new strategy to end all polio viruses. Why was a new strategy needed?
Previous GPI strategy was developed in 2018. We saw a resurgence of polio in both Pakistan and Afghanistan, both resurgence of wild polio virus, but also vaccine-derived polio virus. And then we were, of course, hit by the pandemic. So many of the elements of the previous strategic plan were no longer valid. So there was an extensive consultative process that GPI took and came up with this new 5-year strategic plan. Some of the most polio endemic communities are also the ones that suffer from lack of basic health and civic services. So better alignment and integration with other basic health and civic services in a way that the polio program is seen as a more integrated approach to vaccination. There are certain communities where we still miss a number of children, either because there are gaps in the way the vaccination campaigns are organized, or where the communities or have misconceptions about the polio vaccine. So there is social reluctance to embrace. I mean, this new strategy speaks to engaging the communities with new approaches, new strategies, partnering with communities, building new alliances with these communities.
You must find the situation in Afghanistan hugely challenging for the polio program. How do the polio partners work together to adapt in the face of these new challenges?
You know, with the evolving situation in Afghanistan, it is of course very, very important that we partners maintain our neutrality and impartiality of the polio eradication program. As always, we will continue to work with all parties. The program is used to adapting operationally in its planning and its communication based on the nature of insecurity, based on the nature of conflict. Currently, we do see opportunities coming up as well, so that we may have access to all parts of Afghanistan for implementing mass vaccination campaigns.
Rotary has been fighting to end polio since 1985. Well, actually 1979 with the first campaign in the Philippines. Is there a message you'd like to share with the thousands of Rotary members who are viewing this program?
Rotarians are the glue of the global polio eradication effort. They donate their time, they donate their funds, and they are the voice of the civil society that hold all of us and the governments around the world accountable for what we are doing to protect children from polio and how much progress we are making in achieving global polio eradication.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hamid, for your time today, and much more important, for your work in making the world a place that is forever free of polio.
A big, big thank you to all the Rotarians around the world.